how's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at Monsters. This is Season 2, Episode 15, and this one's entitled Mr. Swlabr. I will say it's spelled S-W-L-A-B-R. I've never seen Swlabr spelled like that. I always seen S-L-O-O-B-E-R. How do you guys spell it? Let me know. Maybe there are two ways. Anyway, this episode came out January 28th, 1990. It was directed by Warner Shook and stars Kate McGregor Stewart, Robert Oliveri, Danielle, Ferland, and Rocket's Redglare. Now this is a different type of episode for Monsters. Every now and then Monsters will do a specific subgenre, and they're delving into the weird little puppet monster subgenre. Obviously this was popularized with Gremlins, but you do Gremlins and then you get Ghoulies, and then you get Critters, and then you get Munchies and Hobgoblins. Yeah, there were a ton of these, and now we're getting to see it on Monsters. Does Monsters have the budget to do Gremlins? Not really, but it's a fun little cheesy effort, and it's a case of if you're in for a goofy little episode like this, you'll be totally on board. If you're not up for it though, I could see this getting a little bit annoying. You have a cheesy puppet, he's a little hand puppet guy, and he's telling cheesy jokes and jumping around with the limitations of a hand puppet. I love it when he has to hide and he just goes, "Whoa!" like he's a Muppet or something. And then you get the antagonist of this episode, and they are pretty cartoony, and I do think they do cross the line from cartoonish villains into annoying villains. They do go a little bit too far, but there is a few fun things to analyze and look at, even if this episode is also pretty underdeveloped. Like, what even is Mr. Swlabr and what's he supposed to be doing? I don't know. So yeah, it is a little underdeveloped, it's super cheesy, and it can get a little bit grating, but you know what? He's Mr. Swlabr, he's out there having fun, and you kinda can't help it. It's a stupid episode, but stupid in generally a positive way, but I could totally see some people hating it, but whatever. Mr. Swlabr's here, let's have fun. I guess in order to talk about it in more specifics, let's dive into the episode. I'm not going to be doing major spoilers. I do want to break down and analyze a few things, but we'll be avoiding the end bits. Anyway, we open up with this boy going into the basement, and yeah, he's hiding there from his mother and older sister, and he has a whole little town in the basement with a railway set he's saving up money to buy more parts for. He's built a little town, and he's made tinfoil dinosaurs that inhabit the town. And in the town, there's a little clay boy who's happy in dinosaur world because there's no evil mothers, but he's really just waiting for a friend. Wouldn't you know it, that little world is a metaphor for the whole episode. Yeah, the mother in here is pretty diabolical. She's like a cartoonish caricature of a mother, but definitely pushed past the line into the evil territory. You know, she does that whole thing where she yells random chores, and that was always the worst. Random chores with no end in sight, and another one pops up right when you finish the last one, and then getting yelled at for things you would have no way of knowing to do. Yeah. But she does cross the line into abuse via chores, where there are way too many, clearly all directed at him, and a lot of them are totally extraneous. And then you get other really cruel moments where she's like, "You don't have a friend in here, do you? You know you're not allowed to have friends." Yeah, there's a few little sucker punches in here of pretty bad stuff. She's bad. She's not like Carrie's mom bad, and they don't ever really show anything like physical abuse or anything, but it's pretty bad, and I think it might be, they don't really dive into this, but they do say the father walked out like 5 years ago, and he's not seen him in a long time, and it might just be that the mother can't get revenge on the father, but the little version, the father's son is here, and maybe she's taking her anger out on what she can. That's pretty messed up. Also kind of messed up is the daughter. The daughter is super mean and in your face, and that's the case with favoritism. When you show someone clear favoritism, they might get on a power trip and become an annoying little brat, and that's what the daughter got transformed into thanks to the mother, and we open up with some wacky antics. The mother says, hey, clean my red dress, because she's apparently trying to flirt with their pastor, and the older sister, as a hilarious prank, decides to pour some bleach into the dress just so that he gets in trouble. Yeah, we're setting up a little torturous world for this kid to live in, but he will eventually get that, friend, when Mr. Swlabr comes. He's eating his cereal, in the basement, mind you, and he finds a prize inside, and it's one of those pills that you put in water, and it grows into this, usually like a sponge dinosaur. I grew up in the 90s, and these were all the rage, let me tell ya. And he, of course, puts it right in the water right away, but it grows bigger than a sponge dinosaur into a full-fledged little lizard puppet telling jokes and getting up to wacky antics. Now, Mr. Swlabr really isn't super well explained. He says he was dehydrated and traveling the world in cereal boxes. What is he? Why would you travel in cereal boxes? I don't know, it makes no sense, but that's all he's gonna tell us. And he wants water, as he calls it, lick-em-ups, and when he gets water, he's gonna grow in size until he gets to his full size, which he doesn't know what it is. How? How do you not know what it is? You think maybe he was born as a pill, but no, he's not a newborn, he speaks English and knows what things are. But how does he not know how big he's supposed to be? We don't know, but you're gonna get bigger puppets when he drinks water, and wacky antics of him trying to drink paint and going, oh, that's bad, oh, but mom's wine, oh, that's good, and yeah, you know, running around getting into antics. But when Mr. Swlabr sees the injustice in the basement, well, he's going to say, you should stick up for yourself. You know where this is going, right? Gonna get you into a little bit of trouble, but I'm really trying to force the moment to its crisis, and we're gonna do a few little wacky scenes along the way. Overall, yeah, we kind of know where this is going. I won't spoil the end, but I will say two things. One, there's a moment towards the end where the mother and the daughter character are just incredibly stupid, but whatever, this is a cartoon, right? And I will also say that I thought this episode would go way darker. I was expecting Mr. Swlabr to say, blood is the best lick-em-ups, but we don't ever really get there. Overall, it's not the best thing ever. I wish it was a little more developed, but if you want a cheap, cheesy puppet running around, if you want wacky antics, I think the best way to describe it is this is halfway between Monsters and Goosebumps, and the very first Goosebumps book would come out just 2 years later, and there's even slime in this episode. So, not the best, and I can see it grating on some people, but you know what? It took a swing for it. It was really trying. It's stupid, cheesy stuff, but if that's what you want, hey, Monsters is doing a kids episode, why not? So, whatever. Anyway though, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. This should be my Monsters playlist. If you guys want to see me talk about more episodes, you should be able to find them there. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Relevant playlist here. Have a good day now.